Oh, okay, good. It's a metapod. I don't have to worry about dying. Item potion on you. Okay. I hope we don't have too much farther to go. Because if we do, then I may or may not be able to make it. Probably may not. Yeah. Ooh, it's paralyzed. Yay. Oh, so I was going to, before I did this walkthrough, I was originally going to do, one second. There we go. I was originally going to do Pokemon Black or Pokemon White, and I saw a gameplay of it, and it just looked really, really stupid. Like, I saw a Pokemon battle, and it looked stupid. If anything, probably the farthest I would play would be Diamond and Pearl, since I have played them. I've played Diamond before, and Pearl's like the same thing. So, yeah, there's that. But my favorite Pokemon ever, which were the ones I actually remember playing, yeah, Pikachu's happy, were probably Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, because those I remember playing the most. And they were for the Game Boy SP, which I don't even know if any of you guys remember it, but I remember when I was a kid, that was like the shit. Like, if you didn't have one of those, you weren't a cool kid. Like, you had to have one of those. It's like the #1 thing on everyone's Christmas list, that like year it came out. Because back then, Sony ruled the video game industry. Nobody knew what an Xbox was. I don't even think Xbox was invented when the Game Boy SP was out. Not many people had PlayStations. I mean, when the PlayStation 2 came out, then people started to realize, oh hey, this PlayStation company is pretty serious. It's Sony, whoever the hell they are. And, yeah. So people were like, oh hey, these guys must mean business. I mean, everybody has one of these. And I was actually like a hipster as a child. Like, my first system, it wasn't a GameCube, no. I had the original PlayStation. I think I still have it in my room right now. Actually, I think yeah. I still have it in my room. It was the shit. Like, I loved that game. I had this one game. It was a Lego game. And you had to, like, deliver pizzas or something to people. But you had, like, missions and stuff to do. It was the funnest game ever. Me and my dad would just sit there and play it for hours and hours and hours. And then, one year it was either Christmas or my birthday, my brother got me, what's it? The purple dragon thing? I can't remember the name. It's like Pyro or something like that. My brother got me that game, and I was so eager to play it that when I went to go take it out of its case, it ended up getting stuck and it snapped. Like, straight in half, right down the middle. And I was so disappointed. But my neighbor, who my brother was friends with, I was kind of friends with, kind of not. Like, I would hang out with him when my brother was hanging out with him. But he told me that, oh, hey, what I do with my cracked games is I put them, like, back in the system, and I put the two pieces together and don't die. And that'll normally do pretty good. It'll hold up pretty sturdy. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me try that. And we tried it. It didn't work at all, ever. Yay, Snookaloo and Scratch. There was no chance of it at all working. So that game was garbage. And it wasn't too long after I got it. And then I got a GameCube, and that was like the turning point for me. That was when I was like, I'm a gamer. I'm going to be a gamer. And yeah, that was the start of it. So let's get to a Pokemon Center. No, no. Pokemon Center, where are you Pokemon? No. Are you kidding me? The only town in Pokemon ever to not have a Pokemon Center. Oh, no, there it is. I'm just stupid. So, yeah. Once I got a GameCube, like, the threat was, like, if I did bad in school, I'd get my GameCube taken away. And that was, like, for me now, that would be, like, the equivalent of getting my phone, my iPod, my TV, computer, and Xbox and PlayStation 3 taken away. That's what that would be the equivalent of. Like, I was devastated. I got it taken away once, and I was so bored. I didn't know what to do. So, I think all my friends were busy that day, and I was just, like, so disappointed that, I ended up, like, not doing anything at all. I just, like, watched TV all day, because I didn't know what else to do. This was before I had, like, a functional PC in my room. Because my family's PC, it used to be in my brother's room, in the downstairs of my house. Because the way my house is set up, the main area is upstairs. So, the main computer used to be in my brother's, which was downstairs. So I'd always have to go down there if I ever wanted to use the computer, which it sucked. It did. But up in my room, we had like this old white chunky ass computer that could only play like games from like 1995. It was so but to me, it was like the coolest thing in the world because I finally had a computer in my room. And there was like one game only that I would ever play on it. And I don't even remember the name of the game. That's really bad. It was like my favorite game ever, and I can't remember the name of it. That's bad and embarrassing. Well, I used to play backyard football on it a lot. That I played a lot. And then, what else was there that I played a lot of? Why can't I remember the name of this game? Shit, if it comes to me, I honestly don't remember the name of the game. That sucks. It was like my favorite game ever. Oh man. Oh well. Wait, hold on. I want to see, is Pikachu effective against Sandshrew? I can't remember. Thundershock. Frick it up. Flock. No. Of course it doesn't. So, going with Snookaloop, because Pikachu is super ineffective in this gym, like a boss. I can't remember what it was, and then I never had a Game Boy Color. I went straight from Game Boy Advanced to Game Boy SP. And the Game Boy Advanced was like, it was the main system, because you could just take it anywhere. I remember sitting at Friendly's, or Red Robin, or Applebee's, or Fridays, or Ruby Tuesdays, any of these places, and just sitting there and just like playing Pokemon or Mario or whatever games I had for it. And it was like the best feeling ever. And then once I announced like the adapter cable thing that you could use to play with your friends, me and my cousins, we would just sit there at the dinner table and we would just play like across the table. We'd have it hooked up, and it was so much fun because we would do like tournaments with 3 or 4 of us. Because we had this family friend who didn't live too far down the block from us, or from one of us, so we'd hang out with him sometimes. And it was just like some of the best feelings ever to know, like, just to remember all of that. Yeah, I defeated Junior Trainer even though I lost a Pokemon. But it was some of the funnest stuff. And then PlayStation came out, and we started to hear rumors of like playing with people online. And we were like, what? No, that's impossible. That'll never happen. We don't have the technology for it. And it never ever came out on the PlayStation itself, on the PlayStation or the PlayStation 2. But once the PlayStation 3 came out, I didn't get it right away. I mean, like, I really didn't want it right away. Especially when I heard that I couldn't play PlayStation 2 games. I'm like, well, what the hell is the point of that? I mean, if I want to be nostalgic and play games from the PlayStation 2, why can't I? And I didn't get one till like 2 years ago. I finally got a PlayStation 3. That's only because the year before that, I got an Xbox 360, and I love Xbox. Like, not love it where I'd marry it, but love it in the sense as I love to play it, and I love to play like cross game with my friends. Like, I'll be playing Left 4 Dead, and my friend will be playing Call of Duty. Ah, balls. Okay, I might need to get a Pidgey for this. Like, trainer guy to beat his ass. Yeah, I'm going to need a Pidgey to beat this guy's ass. So, let's use a Growl. Because then, yeah. It's not like it'll do anything, but, oh well. But I remember all throughout my childhood, my favorite, like, game in general, since there's not one I could pinpoint, the top 3 games I played the most were Pokemon, Sonic, and Kirby Air Ride. My favorite Sonic game, though, of all time would be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Sonic XD is a pretty damn close second. Me and my cousins used to have chow races all the time. I love that game. Pokemon, like, for the GameCube, it was Pokemon Coliseums. I love to play those. And then, for like, no, I didn't want to do that. For Game Boy Advanced, I never played Zelda. I was never, like, big into Zelda. I maybe played it once, if that. Like, I never played Zelda. I never owned a Zelda game before. Some people may consider that blasphemous, but I just never liked Zelda. I don't know. Like, I've kind of played it, I kind of had it, I've kind of not. But there's just something about it that, I never had it for the GameCube, the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, anything. I never even had it for my DS. Because, I don't know, I didn't like it. Playing it wasn't fun. It was boring, and if playing a video game is boring you, then you shouldn't be playing it. Like, yeah. So, that's it. Yeah. And for the first years of my gaming like lifetime. I I never had a flat screen ever until this year. About 3 months ago, give or take a few days, was the first time I ever had a flat screen. And that was for Christmas. I never ever had a flat screen before that. Just because like everybody in my house had a flat screen, but for Christmas I never really wanted what look at that luck, a Pidgey right away. I never really wanted one is a thing. Actually no. I want to train shit dick. And like I always had the big chunky ass TVs that like you couldn't do anything with. Well, not that you couldn't do anything with them. It's like they weren't in, I guess, because you had all these plasma screens and stuff coming out. And yeah, so I never had one. I never really wanted one that badly until like 2 years ago when I realized, hey, everyone in my family has one. My parents have one. My living room has like a 50-inch. My brother has one. My sister has one the size of my computer monitor. Like, right now, my computer monitor, right now. My god, shit, Dick, you suck. You really do. I'm kinda like regretting having you right now. You're just embarrassing my team right now. Like, gosh. Thunderwave. Right, Thunderwave.